Welcome everybody to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I thought we'd go ahead and, I usually always say I thought, but we're going to take a look at a movie. I want to take you back to the mid-2000s as we take a look at a movie from another pack of movies, another pack. This time I'm taking a look at a movie from, this movie starred, this is a movie that starred Hugh Grant, Toni Collette, Rachel Weisz, and newcomer Nicholas Holtz. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. Directed by the Wayans brothers, 2002's About a Boy. Now, I'm actually watching this off the 4-movie marathon romantic comedy collection. This has About a Boy, Prime, The Wedding Date, and Terrible Cruelty. I had 3 of these movies on DVD separate, but I didn't have Intolerable Cruelty in this set. So I had these separate, but I found the 4-pack, and now I have them all in one DVD set. But yeah, About a Boy. So the one I'm taking a look at today will be About a Boy, or tonight, whatever you're watching this, whatever time you're watching this. So this movie, like I said, it stars Hugh Grant. He plays, I forget his name. He portrays Will. And he's witnessed this, I want to say, Marcus is the name of the little boy. I'm probably getting that wrong. Nicholas Holtz. So he stumbles upon this little boy, and he basically becomes friends with this child. Let me put that down a little bit like that. There we go. Yeah, so he becomes friends with this young man, and the two of them bond. So we also get Toni Collette, who plays his mother. So the young man, I shouldn't say little boy, he's a young man. So the young man decides he wants to spend the day with Will. I'm kind of blanking his name. Hugh Grant's character, Will. So it's kind of this like bachelor, but he eventually meets up with Rachel Weisz, who plays a woman that he meets at a restaurant. And that's really the gist about this film. Sorry about that. My eye was a little bit watery, so I'm sorry guys for that. So the two of them bond, and the mother's cool with that, saying you can hang out with Will, and they become friends. So yeah, I really like this movie. I think it's great. This movie is a masterpiece. The Wayans brothers, talk about directors. Now, I have covered 2 movies that one was directed by Pete Wentz, and that was Circus the Freak, and I really like that movie a lot. Or The Vampire Assistant Circus the Freak, whatever the movie likes to be called. I have no idea what that's called. But that was very good. And I did cover American Dreams, also with Hugh Grant, but co-starring Mandy Moore, and that was good. I actually think I liked About a Boy a lot better. The chemistry between the young man and Will are just spot on. Toni Collette, fantastic. Hugh Grant, Nicholas Holtz, and Toni Collette, all 3 of them are great. Out of all the movies I covered with Toni Collette on my channel, this is probably my favorite I covered. I covered Krampus and Rudy Gilmore, Teenage Kraken. I did cover those 2, and I realized how great of an actress Toni Collette is, and really good. I would easily say this is even better than her performance in Krampus, but it's super good. It's dead close. I like that performance. So Hugh Grant is just fantastic in the lead. He's like, this is probably my favorite Hugh Grant movie I covered. I still have yet to watch Notting Hill, and I will cover that one on the channel eventually. But I was like, man, you want to talk about a great character actor? He really makes the movie work. And there's moments of it where they're just sitting down and having a great conversation. There's not a lot of action in the movie. Well, there is an action. It's more of a dramedy, but it's really good. There's some funny moments. There's also one scene I like in the movie. I think it's Marcus. Nicholas Holtz's character gets chased by bullies, and he's trying to escape from the bullies, but there's a scene where he gets right into Hugh Grant's apartment, and he chews the three bullies. He's like, hey, what are you doing throwing marbles? What are you doing throwing marbles? Piss off! And all of a sudden he gets really, really mad, and the kids just start darting. Basically tell him, get off, or I'm going to call the cops. He doesn't, but he just lets them know shot's going to happen very soon. So I did like that scene for what it is. It's so good. I mean, it's like I said many times, it's very heartbreaking. There's a scene where his mother is like very ill. Well, she got sick or something. She might have got the flu bug or something like that. So they're like they're trying to get her to the hospital, and the scene I did like, but somehow I thought was kind of dumb. They're driving to the hospital, and he's like behind a hospital car, and the ambulance, not hospital car, ambulance, I meant to say. So he's driving, is like, I really enjoy driving behind the ambulance. I really like driving behind the ambulance, and then I'm sitting there like, no, dude, this is not a joking matter. When somebody's getting rushed to the hospital, you don't say that kind of thing. Again, like I said, scenes like that make you question, but it's so good, and like I said, the ending is really good. Basically, the scene where he decides he wants to try Rock Band. Also, he has a crush on this girl. He has a crush on the girl, but he's like she's like all of a sudden it's like, hey, how you doing? It's like, oh, piss off, and then she just walks away, and then the young man just smiles as he's walking down the stairs. Really good stuff. Nicholas Hoult actually grew up to become a really talented actor. He's going to be in the upcoming Garfield movie, which is supposed to come out this year, so I thought it would be perfect timing. He's also in another movie called Renfield. I do own that movie, so I'll get to that one eventually. But talk about a newcomer. He is really good. He's actually my age. He's 34 now, but he's actually my age. So definitely a newcomer right there. He shot it in England. Most Hugh Grant movies are always shot in England. Oh, Love Actually was the other one I covered him in. That was shot in England. I think in London? So yeah, most of Hugh Grant's movies are always filmed in England. So it really tells you how good. Like I said again, and he's really good. So yeah, I'm trying to think of any more moments in the film that I can think of. I don't really know. Like I said, I really, really, really like this. Actually, I take that back. I loved About a Boy. This is definitely a sleeper. This right here is a hidden gem that I can highly recommend to anybody who needs to see this. There's actually a TV show. It's weird enough that NBC actually made a television show based on this. I actually want to see the show because I want to see where the movie picked up. Did the show pick up after the movie? I do want to check out the show and see if that's any good. But yeah, I really like The Battle Boy. It's a very heartwarming story. Oh, I forgot to mention about the scene where he meets up with Rachel Weisz. So he meets up with Rachel Weisz's character at the restaurant. So he gets on the talent show, and they start singing the Roberta Flack song "Kill Me Softly," and they're on stage just, even win or lose, they get booed off and they laugh, but they laugh, and Hugh Grant gets hit with an apple. So that's kind of sentimental. Eventually do, and it ends really good. So I really like this movie. I think I mentioned everything about it. Just, yeah. This movie's going on my best list at the end of the year. So, yeah, it's definitely going to go on my top 10 list of the best movies I watched this year. But we'll see where that outcome comes down to when we get to that near the end of the year. So, yeah. So, I'm going to give About a Boy an automatic 5 out of 5. This movie is so good, guys. Don't sleep on this. This is an underrated hidden gem. It definitely is a sleeper. There's some good moments. There's some heartstring moments. There's some funny moments. This is indeed a perfect movie, and I loved everything about this movie. And I can highly recommend it to anybody. If you like Hugh Grant, you're definitely gonna like this. If you want to see Nicholas Holtz, his first movie before he became a big superstar, this movie is great. Yeah, I actually have the poster of this movie, and I said to myself, I'll eventually get to it. I'm glad I got to it. I'm glad I got to review it to you guys on the channel because it's great. Also, before I go, there's one more scene I want to talk about. So, the young man, he knocks on his mom's door, and he's soaking wet. He's soaking wet in the rain. He's drenched in the rain, and the mother's like, "What happened to you?" "Oh, they stole my shoes. The bully stole his shoes." So yeah, so he's in there, gets dried off. But I wanted to bring that up, and I thought that was really, really a great scene right there. So that's really about it for About a Boy. Go check this movie out, guys. Definitely don't sleep on this. It's great. It's really good, and I highly recommend this. So yeah, go check out About a Boy. And yeah, and as always, keep watching those Universal movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.